Hello everybody, and thank you for coming back to the channel, and welcome to this chapter where I'm going to try to fly the Hangar. I've tried to do some indoor tests and I think it does generate lift. If it's going to be enough and it's going to be stable enough is another question. So I'm coming out today, it's quite hot, so not good for flying, but no wind, which is very good for flying, especially this that is supposed to be an indoor model, right? So I'm going to try it here out in this field where there are trees and things like that, but hopefully it will survive. As you might be able to see, I followed your recommendations of putting the struts, the wing struts, to hold it up, because even if it does generate lift, a little bit of wing loading, a little bit of G pulling, that would probably break the wings. So I put them already in. I put them in yesterday evening, and now I'm going to see if I can set it up and do some test glides and hopefully get it to fly. Let's see if it flies longer than the rubber powered Hangar, which I think flew for 10 seconds. That's my absolute record on a rubber model, and let's see if this one flies a little bit longer. So here's the model set up already. The field has grass but also some like thistles and things like that, so something that might be good for a bigger model, it's probably not very good for this one. So I'm kind of counting on having to redo the wings somehow, or fix them up somehow. There's some very small gusts of wind that is already blowing the model around a little bit. Let's see if I can try the motor. That's the motor. Let's see the rudder. Let's see if you can see it. Rudder, a little bit of rudder, and elevator up and down. Okay, so what I have not managed to do is to take off the gyro stabilization from the ESC. I didn't spend maybe too much time on it, but as it doesn't have ailerons, I don't think it'll have much of an impact. So let's go for it, and let's see how this goes. Let's see if it survives at least one or two glides. Very sensitive indeed to small gusts, but somehow it floated down nicely as it is light. So let's try it again. Hopefully no big gusts. So, not bad at all. In terms of center of gravity, I can't tell if it has to go backwards or forwards, so I'm going to guess it's kind of okay. I could keep it up in the air with the throttle, and I was trying to turn with the ailerons until I realized I don't have any. So then I started to turn with the rudder and had some control. Not much, but some control. So, in any case, I think it was up in the air for at least a few seconds, and it survived. It floats nicely down. So, let's give it another try. So logically it's very sensitive to the wind. The rudder control does help, but very minimum. So I still find myself trying to putting aileron control, but of course doesn't work. And the rudder does control it, but it's more at the mercy of the wind than anything else, right? So throttle, elevate, I think it's well trimmed. I did manage for some time also to go with 0 power, and it was still soaring, so it was kind of flying on its own on a kind of a mini thermal, which was nice actually. So far I'm pretty satisfied. The last landing it nosed over. I have a hole already, don't know if it can be seen in the tissue. No idea how I can fix that, if I can fix it, but somehow so far I'm happy. So I'll give it another try, and let's see how this one goes. Again, at the mercy of the wind. For some reason I have the feeling the power now wasn't enough. I'm not sure why. Maybe the wind wasn't cooperating and I wasn't steering it in the right direction. And yeah, the moment it touches a blade of grass, it's down, right? So I'll try it again. It's not bad. Let's try it again. But there's a bit of wind picking up now. Let's see if I can point it into the wind and see if I can get it to climb a bit. So in spite of full throttle, I didn't manage to get it to climb. So I'm not sure if it's that the battery is losing energy already, or the wind, or I don't know. But let's try it again, and let's see if I can get it to climb and soar up there a little bit again. Yeah, it doesn't have the energy, I think, to go up. I'm going to try another battery, maybe that helps. So I'm putting another battery, and I'm not sure if maybe the center of gravity maybe shifted in one of those landings, and that's why it's not flying so well maybe. But yeah, again, I struggle to control it even in my hand, right? The wind is blowing it around. So let's see if I can get it up in there and keep it there for a bit. Let's see the control surfaces. I probably need maybe more rudder movement. Sorry, not more rudder, more elevator movement. And probably more rudder movement. It would probably be good to have more movement in both directions, in both axes. Anyhow, let's try it again. So some control, again I forget to use the rudder. I tried to use the ailerons that I don't have. But I think maybe it was a bit more powerful now with this battery. Let's give it another try. The first flights were very encouraging, but these are somehow a bit more frustrating. Maybe I just got lucky with the wind. It doesn't seem to have the power to be able to climb. So I've moved the battery ever so slightly back. Oh, there's the wind taking it. Because maybe the center of gravity is not allowing me, so let's see. But I think it does have enough power now. But there's a gust of wind. You see, I don't have power on, but the propeller is turning. Power. Yeah, okay. Let's see if the wind now dies down. So again, it hovers for a bit and then it comes down. I suppose it's down to the wind. If it were indoors, I would hope that it would manage maybe to take off and then maintain itself without any wind. But here with these gusts, as you see, it's somehow hard even to hold it in the hand without breaking, because a gust comes and it takes it away. So let's give it maybe one more try and then we can wrap it up. But there's a big gust now. I need to buy a hanger. That's the solution. That's it, I think. I can't do any more about it. It's not holding itself up in the air. It does float nicely down, so there is some lift. Maybe the angle of attack, maybe the center of gravity. I'm not sure exactly, because I don't know if I should put the center of gravity forward or backward, so I have to think about it. Overall, I wouldn't say it's a disaster, because it did manage to fly. It did catch a bit of a thermal there and was up aloft on its own, so I think the construction is good. And the power, I think, is also good. It did work, but maybe the control surfaces are not good enough, and I'm not sure how to take it from here. But as I say, not a full disaster, but for sure room for improvement. So in any case, that will be it for this one. At least some flying. I think it was an interesting experiment, and we'll see how it develops. Thank you everybody for watching and for your comments and your encouragement, and I'll see you next time.